It's a beautiful day today, so I thought I might go for a bit of a ride out and make a video. I thought I'd make this a bit of a catch-up video because I haven't made a video in a little while, and just talk about stuff and cover a range of topics. The first one being my new bike. For those of you who don't know, I have bought an Indian Chief Dark Horse. I've put my deposit down, I've picked the colour I want and the accessories I want, and I probably won't see it till around June this year is when they're expecting it, or maybe even later. Indian Motorcycle in Ballarat are finding it hard to get their bikes through, and they've had customers waiting up to 12 months. So hopefully that's not going to be me, but that is a possibility. So originally they said June, perhaps even April. We might get lucky and get April, but I called in to see Mark last week from Indian Motorcycle in Ballarat. He's the sales manager, and he said, yeah, probably realistically, definitely June would be the earliest. And actually, while I was in there, he had a Indian Chief Bobber Dark Horse on the floor, which he's looking at making into a demo. And I was so happy to see the bike there, because I had sat on the Indian Chief, which is the bike I'd bought. That's the bike I test rode and made a video of. And I have sat on the Super Chief Limited, but I hadn't sat on the Indian Chief Bobber. And so, yeah, it was really good to have a sit on it, because that's what I was sort of debating between the Indian Chief and the Bobber. Originally, I wanted the Super Chief Limited, but after sitting on the Super Chief Limited and then going back and sitting on the Indian Chief, the Chief was definitely the one for me. And then the same deal with the Bobber. I sat on the Bobber, had a good feel of it, and just see how it felt ergonomically with the higher bars and the forward controls. The Chief, the one I've ordered, has mid controls and the drag handlebars. I was wondering if I'd made the right decision by just ordering the Chief, but after sitting on the Bobber for a few minutes, I thought, yeah, I have made the right decision. I went back and sat on the Chief again, and I thought, yep, this is it. This is the one that really suits me. This is the one I want to ride. So the Chief it is. Now, the reason why I'm going for the Chief over the Bobber and the Super Chief Limited is, number one, the weight. It's the lightest of the three, weighing in at 304 kilograms. I think the Bobber Dark Horse is 315 kilograms, and the Super Chief Limited is 335 kilograms. So there's a bit of a weight saving there. And also, I prefer the wheels of the Chief. I do like the spoke wheels on the Bobber and the Super Chief Limited, but I really like the alloy wheels on the Chief, and I like the fact that they're tubeless. So if I have an issue on the side of the road, they're going to be much easier to repair and get the bike going again. And thirdly, the riding position. I don't know, it's a really cool riding position, and I feel cool when I'm sitting in that position. And after my test ride, I really enjoyed the Chief. It was just fun to ride, and I think that's what I'm looking for at the moment, a bike which is going to be fun and engaging to ride. Now, don't get me wrong, my NC750X is a fantastic bike, but it's a practical bike. It's a useful bike. It's an everyday run-around bike. It's not a bike that I find myself just wanting to go for a ride on if it's a sunny day. And I think that's what I'm looking for at the moment. I'm looking for something with just more fun, more excitement. And the Indian Chief is going to tick that box for me. Now, when I was at Indian Motorcycle in Ballarat, I was talking to Jeremy, the Indian technician there, and just having a bit of a chat. And he was asking me how the YouTube channel's going, because he himself has a YouTube channel, as I've told you guys. And it's like I said, well, it is what it is. And I've seen a few comments saying that at 35,000 subscribers, that it looks like the channel's going well and everything. But the bottom line is, it's not about subscribers. It's about views. Views are what keeps the money coming in and keeps the channel ticking over and keeps the channel going. And views is what I really struggle with. I just can't get the views I need to make it a worthwhile campaign. For some reason, my channel just seems to hover around 11,000, 12,000 views every 48 hours, which sounds really good. But it needs to be 10 times that to be financially viable. And I've tried making more videos, I've tried making less videos, I even tried doing 7 videos in a week, and all that happened was my 11,000 views or 12,000 views just got divvied up between those 7 videos. And no matter what I do, I just end up with the same 11,000, 12,000 views over 48 hours, which is pretty discouraging because it's really it really takes away the incentive of making videos. You sort of think, what's the point? And so I'm at a position now where I really need help to keep the channel going. I've tried memberships and I had 1 member, which was fantastic. Thank you so much, John. But yeah, I just need so many more than 1 member. And I have thought about Patreon, and I don't know. It's just no matter what I do, I just can't seem to make the channel go. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately, the future of the channel, and I can't see how I can make it work unless I get support from you guys via memberships or Patreon or sponsorships. I just can't seem to get any of that, so which makes it difficult. On top of that, I haven't been feeling that well the last couple of weeks. I've actually got a doctor's appointment tomorrow to see what's going on, and yeah, it's just interesting time at the moment. So I'm sort of thinking that I might try, I don't know, what do you think? Should I try Patreon and try a bit of a drive to try and get some subscribers that way, or memberships? I'm just trying to work out how I can keep it going, the channel. If you have some suggestions or ideas, let me know in the comments below. It could be that at the end of the day I just get my new Indian and ride off into the sunset. What else has been happening? I've put my NC750X up for sale on bike sales here in Australia and Facebook Marketplace. I'll leave a link to those 2 ads in the description below. I've had a few, well, I was going to say I've had a couple of inquiries, but I believe they're scam inquiries. I'll show you what the messages say here, but they just seem odd, vague and weird. So I'm not responding to those. And I had a look on the analytics on the bike sales website, and it says it's had 0 inquiries, so they haven't come through there. And I don't think they've come through Facebook, because they can just message me through Facebook, or they can SMS me via the bike sales website. So I don't know. It's annoying, but it is what it is, I suppose. It's just the day and age we live in. We're going to get this sort of thing happening where you put an ad in and the first responses are scammers. So I've put $11,990 on the bike. It's the only one I can see for sale in Australia, the 2020 model year. They're all older ones that are on the ads I've seen, and it's only done 12,500 kilometres, well maintained, well looked after, and it's a great bike. It's been a fantastic bike for me, so I'll have to wait and see how that goes. I've been planning to make a few videos, one being why I bought the Indian Chief, and 2, the long-term owner's review of the NC750X, but to be honest, I just haven't had the energy over the last couple of weeks to do that. What else has been happening? I think that about covers it for this video. Sorry if I seem a bit down in this video. I'm just a bit frustrated with things at the moment. I'm fine, it's just that things have just been frustrating me at the moment and getting me down a bit. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the membership Patreon thing, or if you have any other suggestions. And thanks for hearing me out. And until next time, bye for now.